Welcome back. We are live one more time. We are live one more time today on Thursday evening. Is it Thursday or Friday today, Stone?
Not yet Friday, Thursday still.
Okay, yeah. Look, I
Yeah,
missed our viewers. I missed our family a lot.
yeah, man.
Even confusing these days.
Uh,
Yeah, But welcome back, everyone. Please feel at home. What you have to do as usual. Do invite your friends, your family, your colleagues, your teams. Just send them a share button. Just share this live broadcast to everyone in your circle so that they may come and listen this live broadcast with you. There's powerful information, insights as per the
Gosh.
topic of the day that we're going to be crashing. So do not make a mistake of leaving this live broadcast without getting to the end. It's exciting, guys. There's so much exciting in the crypto space. If you are not in crypto, where are you? What are you doing? If you are not investing in Bitcoin, if you are not investing in crypto, what exactly are you doing? Where exactly are you investing? Are you shoving the money under the bed? Are you investing in the bank? Most of you are confusing saving money in the bank with investing. You must differentiate between the two. And of course, stay with us here so that you get this first hand information how to make this powerful investment work for you. 2022 is our year. Let it be your year, not just by talking, by actions. So, yeah, let's unpack all this information. Do say something on the comment section. If you are in South Africa, say South Africa. If you are in Soweto, say Soweto. If you are in Namibia, say Namibia. If you are in Lesotho, just mention Lesotho. Or if you are in the UK, just mention your area, your city. Let's engage, guys. Let's talk. It's been a while. It's been some days, but let's catch up. Let's catch up. Let's engage. Let's engage, guys. We are back with the bang. Stone,
Yeah,
how have you been, brother?
it's quite, there and there, up and down. There's quite some storms here where we're living. Hence, that's why it's been difficult to come on the show because electricity and burning power stations. Yeah, so it's been a difficult beginning for 2022 on my side, but I still keep track of the crypto market still, to give the best broadcast so far. Yes.
Christoph, are we positive on the market this year around, or are we going down? Are we looking bullish? Are we positive throughout the year? Of course, there will be some fluctuations. The market goes up, the market goes down. But how what are the sentiments throughout the year?
Well, you see, for now, since the beginning of January, there's been a fight between the bulls and the bears, as I've mentioned before in the market, and of course, there's a lot that is happening within the market as usual. But technically speaking, the market has been very much locked up in a very more or less in the same place where if you see the cryptocurrency right now, if you let me explain to you just what I mean, by looking at this market in itself, that the market has just been going just from the 40,000 mark up just above 44,000. It hasn't broken out as of yet, and I've been looking for a breakout, maybe something above 44,000 rand. But it's been a long sideway chart or sideway trend for a very long time since last week, and then it hasn't broken out. It's been like from $42,000 up to $43,000. Today, the highest went to $43,000 per coin. But we are still looking for a break through a strategy that we are hoping for. But there are also exciting movements in the crypto space as well. I'm looking also at ADA, not only just Bitcoin, Cardano as well. As I've mentioned before, like there was article that discussed that the people like of the Cardano community were positive with the Cardano, saying that it's gonna be moving up in the last few days. But there was also a technical performance that a trend that actually formed in the Cardano, which is the harmonic pattern, the continuation, if you remember, of the harmonic pattern. Let me just wait for the chart just to form so that I can just show the viewers of what actually took place with the Cardano actually coming drop down, because as predicted with the harmonic pattern that has formed, it was surely gonna the Cardano did go up most definitely, and then it also consolidated in the end of the harmonic pattern, which was a butterfly harmonic pattern. Now these are trading patterns, repetitive patterns. They repeat themselves time and time again. They repeat themselves, and when they repeat themselves, traders take advantage. This is how traders are making money in trading world, because in the market of trading, you can make money when the market goes up and when the market goes down. It's not like shares where you have to wait for the company or for the stock to only go up because you bought the stock. Like also in cryptocurrencies, that's the same case. If you buy the Bitcoin today, you want it to appreciate so that you can reap the profits end of the month or end of whenever you want to reap the profits. But in this case, now we're talking about technical trading, these harmonic patterns that repeat themselves. Traders take opportunities. Like this is a harmonic pattern that I speak of right now on a 1 hour chart. This is the ADA. Um, is to say this is the Cardano or ADA, aka against the US dollar. As you can see, it went up all the way up there. This is the harmonic pattern that has formed over the few days in past. And then I think I was speaking when the price was still at 1.55 or per ADA or per Cardano at that time. And then it still went up, and I was expecting it. This is the D point that I was speaking about. And technically speaking, when you talk about the D point, this is the butterfly pattern. Talking in terms of theory wise, this is the butterfly bullish pet. That one is this one is a bullish pattern, okay, but they all have that W and M shape. This one was a W shape that we are seeing right now. Right at the D point, as you can see, that it says sell. So the people who have sold have made money right there on that spot. This is now what you call a bearish butterfly. There is also called Gartley patterns that are also harmonic patterns. All of them have the W shape and the M shape, like this one. The M shape, of course, it represents the bullish trend. So right at the D point, you're gonna see the market going on a bullish trend or on an uptrend. But in this case, with the Cardano, we didn't have a bullish uptrend. Instead, we had a bearish harmonic pattern that just formed all the way down here. So that's why the market just consolidated right at that spot. This is what you call a bearish harmonic pattern. They all have that W and then M shape. The M shape represent a bullish trend of a harmonic pattern. So if you are a trader, someone who does technical trading, these are some of the techniques that are used also by professional traders. Whether you are trading forex or you are trading stocks, it also is applied in the cryptocurrency space. And here it is evident. This is the ADA 1 hour chart. Check it out for yourself if you can, and then just sort of like make your own pattern if you can, and then try and realize. But know that At some point, maybe here at the retracement point here, 1.227 of the Cardano, you might see a retracement. The Cardano start going up again, but it looks like it went up already. But the bearish trend did not last up to this retracement point, as you can see. So, as an investor, I don't know if you, Mr. Crypto King, if I may say, looking at this chart right here, like the fight between the bulls and the bears, between the the Bitcoin and the US dollar, going head to head with no define or definition of an uptrend or a downtrend. It's just a trend that is going sideways. You can see, well, there is an uptrend, downtrend, but they are within a range of $40,000 to $44,000. Do you under? Can you feel that? Can you see that?
Yeah, well, I see the market has been bouncing off the ranges of 40,000 USD and 45,000 US dollars. It's been actually
Mm,
ranging on that on those levels. So for now, we're just waiting for a breakout. It might be up or it might be down, but of course, everyone is expecting the upwards
yes.
breakout.
You
And
know, yeah.
yeah, soon I think looking at the news that are coming through, news
Mm,
that are happening around, I see even the El Salvador president is also going around the world preaching the gospel, the Bitcoin gospel. So
mm,
there's so much positive sentiments around, positive news that the market cannot afford to just break out going down.
yeah,
It's one way. We expecting
yeah,
the bulls to win. So yeah,
yeah,
look, and of
yeah.
course, as investors, this is the best time to really buy. Keep on buying. If you've got some funds, you keep on buying at these levels, because once it break out, you'll be on a very painful situation where you think I should have bought, or I should have acquired more bitcoins when the market allowed me to. Because look, these are situations where you see the market ranging at these levels, and you feel like you know what, you don't have that energy to get on
Mm,
board. But when it breaks out and it goes up, that's when now you start feeling the pain. I should have bought. You start calculating now, start having your calculator, calculating the numbers. I should have bought on these levels. But yeah,
mm.
it's all positive.
Yeah, well, thank you for that. Because I'm also thinking that a bullish breakout could occur. As you can see here earlier on, there was a breakout attempt at this point, but just consolidated, then just went down, and it never really went down to the lowest point, which was the previous lowest point, which was at 3,900, 39,000. Sorry, and 39, just above $39,000. It did not go right below that, or did not retrace back to that again, and it just stayed, right above $40,000. So there is an ongoing bullish, if I get optimism within the market. You see the optimism of the bullish trend. There are bulls buying and buying and trying to maintain that level or that status of just above $40,000. But you know what? If it does break out, my prediction, I think it can go up to as highest as $45,000. And if it goes way up than $45,000, right here on this line, as you can see, on that red line there, on that spot, it's that it states 45,660 thousand. If it reaches to that level, if I may extend this line here, just give me a second. If I may extend this red line here, if it jumps beyond this level, because this is where the most major consolidation happened, maybe we can see the most major bullish trend break through. And when it does break through and it goes beyond 45,000 mark, there's a possibility that the Bitcoin could go back to the $50,000 mark by the end of February. if I may say so. But I don't know if that's too far. But looking at the market right now, it's very hard to predict the breakaway when it will occur, because even now I'm looking at the market. There was a bullish trend, bullish candlestick that was so powerful earlier on, as you can see, but now it has just been breached. Now, when you see a small candlestick forming like that, it shows that there is an exhaustion. The bullish, or the bulls have reached an exhaustion at this point. So, sideways going, ranging, between 40 to 43,000 dollars per coin. That's what I've been seeing so far.
Okay, Christoph, we are live, Empire FM. We are live at Empire Crypto TV. What you just have to do, guys, invite all your friends, your teams, your groups, and do not forget to subscribe on our TV. Subscribe on our YouTube channel. Go on YouTube and find Empire Crypto TV. Some of the days, if we are not alive here, we always live on YouTube. So you must always hop over to YouTube and subscribe. You get all the information, and there's some videos you can watch during your spare time. You can download and watch and share with everyone. This is educational, guys, so that everyone get this information firsthand. Everyone get to empower themselves with these strategies. So yeah, do not miss any of our live broadcasts. We are live at 7 p.m. All right, Stone,
Mm.
what's happening in the metaverse space?
Well, we
What are
have
we
some
looking
new.
at?
Well, the metaverse space, since it has been born, there's been interesting intervention. Obviously, rich people like Mark Zuckerberg have invested in it. But now, what's interesting now, the metaverse is expanding beyond what it 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 it, like it's beyond in unexpected ranges, if I should say. Celebrities getting involved, celebrities like Justin Bieber. If I may show you, Justin Bieber has an avatar of himself. This is an avatar. He looks pretty much the same, so that when you see him in the metaverse, you know, okay, now that's Justin Bieber. So celebs, like they like to keep their avatars
The
to look like
updated and
themselves.
brand, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's a brand identity. Even Michael Zuckerberg's avatar, he looks very much the same on the. So even now, even Justin Bieber had a concert on the metaverse, which is something that I'm gonna show you just later on. Also, another celebrity that has been swarming into the metaverse is the Snoop Dogg, a famous rapper as well, also into the metaverse, investing into the metaverse. Okay, some stories. Snoop Dogg opens a sandbox metaverse land sales, so it's sort of like selling the land. The chart topping hip hop superstar has turned to virtual real estate in a push to populate the metaverse. So he's also pushing, as you can see, that's his face right there. If you can see, Wave One is the company that, or a digital company, or a tech company, or a software company that develops these lands for these. Because obviously, the celebrities themselves do not know how to program these lands, so they use these companies for them to do all of these work for them. US hip hop superstar Snoop Dogg has stepped up his investments in the metaverse. As you can see the story, but it's been there also. Another famous figure. It's a female woman. Her name is Paris Hilton. Looking forward, Paris Hilton joins the celebrities to launch metaverse business on Roblox. She wants to launch a business, whereas Snoop Dogg is selling land. So a lot of business is already taking place in the metaverse as we speak right now. Paris Hilton, she's famous. Paris Hilton commands as much as $1 million a night working as a celebrity DJ, entertaining parties at clubs in China, Dubai, and on Spanish vacation island Ibiza. Okay, this New Year's Eve, she will be playing an electronic set for the revelers who drop by a venue of different sort, her virtual island on Roblox. So With the Snoop Dogg's case, he's doing it via wave one or via the wave. So now you see a new development of tech companies as well that surround the metaverse. This is a very famous lady, as you can see. She's also going to the metaverse. As soon as she's going, a lot of people are going to follow her into it. So consequently, everyone is just trying to get locked up into the metaverse as many as they can. Hence we are seeing like concept of Justin Bieber going into the metaverse. The story that had developed: Justin Bieber announces metaverse concert, Justin Bieber an interactive virtual experience. So looking at this metaverse experience, we must first look at how did the metaverse itself developed. Actually, to find out, metaverse is older than we think. As far as back as 2003, man, there was a company called Second Life, which I'm gonna go into it. Before it was called Metaverse. Okay, the Metaverse is a network 3D virtual worlds focused on social connection. So this is, if I should put it up here, this picture itself, these are old avatars. This is avatars socializing in 2003. This is like more than 20 years ago, or almost 20 years ago. Okay, world Second Life. It's not called Metaverse, but now it was called Second Life. This is the first brand of the Metaverse that came in. So people are socializing. These are their avatars. These are real people, but have connection. But Second Life itself also is a huge brand or a company based in the United States. Second Life is an online multimedia platform that allows people to create an avatar. Once again, avatar is your digital self, or is your digital self in the metaverse that you create. So these companies, or these software companies like Second Life, had already began that back already in 2003. Already they already had or initiated an idea of the metaverse, developed and owned by San Francisco based firm Linden Lab, and launched on June 23, 2003. It was rapid growth for some years, and in 2013 it had approximately 1 million regular users. Growth eventually stabilized, and by the 2017, active users count had declined between 800,000 to and 900,000. Now, this is before now. Anything could take place. Maybe the company itself sort of like fell off over time, but obviously Mark Zuckerberg, as you know, took over the space of the virtual world, and then we called it the metaverse. But the concept and the idea is old and goes as far back as 2003. Now remember, in 2003, 2004, it was around about that time when Mark Zuckerberg was still young. He was still, I think, 23 years old, and he was still starting this Facebook in Harvard. He was in Harvard planning Facebook. Already there were people who were far advanced, already planned something that he would plan 20 years after. So if you are a genius and if you are someone, this should be inspiring, that you should not give up on your dream, on what you are doing, just because someone else already does it. Because these people did it their Second Life, but Mark Zuckerberg looks like he's the one who has created the metaverse. But the metaverse has existed long before he could even be known as someone who has created the Facebook. And another thing that I wanted to share with you is the
Okay, so
okay.
before then, I mean, we see those people seated there. So it means the virtual reality started long time ago in 2003. This is just an upgrade of what was initially planned, or what was started long back ago. Now, of course, it's being called Metaverse, of which
Mm.
back then it was called a different name, and the setup was still the same, but it was actually on a basic level.
Yes, most definitely. Things have developed so much with the metaverse right now. If you are someone that has been growing up knowing the tech world, you'll realize that the graphic levels and the way that we relate with the internet has grown from then since, and there's more apps, there's more connection, there's more stability, there's more flow into the internet. So in order for this flow to be acceptable, it had to be a process beginning from way back in 2003, then up to the process here now in 2022. Now you have concepts like these, and this is the concept actually. This is how it looks like actually, if you may allow me. So you have avatars now. People have joined in, like in the metaverse and sort of things like this. So for now, the concept is still young or still youth, and this is the concept apparently for Justin Bieber. This is how it looked like. This is if you go into the
All right. Apparently, people pay to get into this concert. They
yes, you
pay.
pay for this one. I think it was for free. It was just promoting the whole concept. This is Justin Bieber. Just remove if you can. If you see right there at the bottom corner, this is Justin Bieber on his reel, but now he's wearing and he's connecting. So now this is him with his avatar, as you can see. Like this is avatar. People are sending comments, and saying their screams digitally. So this is like a digital or virtual reality. If you wear your virtual goggles that we usually speak about in times, you'll
Okay.
see also you yourself you're gonna be joining
So
in.
people will be buying. I see the avatars there. People
Yeah.
will be buying Nike, Reebok shoes,
Yes.
techies.
Yeah.
The party gear from the
Yeah.
virtual stores so that they can
Yes.
attend these virtual parties.
Even he himself, he is wearing even the car. You see the car that is on top. You can buy that car, the virtual car of it, on Mustang. Okay, you have Nike also. So everything that is virtual is also eventually being sold. If like big brands like Nike are getting involved, you must know that other big brands are to follow to put their own virtual reality products in there. And the car you can see itself, he bought it. And then the clothes that he's wearing are also clothes that he might have bought because they are virtual clothing, the shoes, everything. You cannot appear on the metaverse naked. You need the clothes, wear them, but you buy them digitally. So these are type of things that take place. This is a type of a world that has been developing in the metaverse. This concept here came out maybe late last year, December, but it is still relevant and there's still more. Even Snoop Dogg is planning to have his own concept. Maybe he has already had his concept already on the metaverse. So you can see how it looks like. I don't know if you'd ever like be able
Okay,
to do something like that.
look, we spoke about avatars.
Yeah.
Um, where do you get these avatars? Can you create? Because I always want to have an avatar that looks like
Mm.
me. I wouldn't really change myself because I'm going somewhere, and I would like to be myself. So,
Yes.
can I create an avatar which is myself?
Yes, like like we're discussing right now with the Second Life. Second Life offers people, you see, like a metaverse. Okay, let me just go to the Second Life. What they are saying, okay? Second Life Online is an online multimedia platform that allows people to create an avatar. So if you go to a site like Second Life, you see like an avatar, like this stage here. So in computing, an avatar is a graphical representation of a user. So your graphical presentation of a user's character or persona, it may take either two-dimensional form as an icon, an internet forum, and other online communities, or three-dimensional form, etc., etc. You see, so companies like Second Life, they allow or people to create their own avatars. But I advise people to look into it before they be sure about it. I just brought this up for the sake of the research itself, to just to bring an example of what is spoken about when we talk about these avatars.
Christopher, exciting happenings, exciting things are happening in the metaverse space, guys. Let's take that moment, that time to investigate, to research more about all this that we are talking about. Let's not be left behind. You can see other people already in the front, in the forefront. They are already, getting involved in the metaverse. It's not all about just buying the coins, the metaverse coins, or whatever the case. You can get involved, get into the space, buy those VR classes, and also participate in the metaverse. So do just go beyond buying the stocks, buying the cryptos that represent the projects in the metaverse. You can actually even sell your stuff in the metaverse, but you have to get that information so that you can also get involved and profit from this whole scenario, this whole technology that is happening.
Yes.
Oh yeah, what's that, Stone?
Yes, I know. When you talk about VR classes, you just reminded me that, in order obviously to engage in the metaverse, these are some of the hardware tools that are used to engage in the metaverse. These are VR classes, obviously, as I mentioned them before, or virtual reality classes. These are the hardware that is used to engage in the metaverse, so that you can have the full experience of the metaverse itself, because you can see this lady is trying to charge, but the metaverse you cannot charge because it's just a digital self. So these are some of the tools that are used, like when you mentioned them, and then I just got interested, and then I just sort of like, these VR classes, very expensive to get them, because they go for high prices like that. iPhone might start creating their own VR classes to connect. Same way they've created a phone for us to use Facebook so that we can connect with each other. Now, these technology companies or hardware companies are going to start creating also VR or virtual reality classes. iPhone, Sony, big tech companies, they will also be benefiting on this virtual world, because they are the ones that will provide the hardware. And without the hardware, won't be possible for a person to engage in the metaverse. So that hardware part is extremely important as well. You just start seeing companies are evolving towards that angle as well.
Exciting times indeed. Exciting times ahead. We are getting into a new world. We are developing. We are getting somewhere. The most important thing is to just learn about these new developments, the new technology. Let's not just be those people who are always 10 years behind, 5 years behind. We used to be, especially in Africa, to be 10 years behind. Whenever a new phone comes into Africa, it would have been used in America 10 years ago. So let's move out of that situation. Let's get involved as things happen, as everything is evolve. Let's get into the game as well. Oh yeah. Do not forget to subscribe on our YouTube channel. Go into our YouTube Empire Crypto TV and subscribe yourself so that whenever we go live with such powerful information, you get that notification that says Empire is live, and then you join us in.
Yes.
All right. What else do we have, Stone, before
Yeah.
anything
Okay.
new?
Just when you mentioned about the developing world, well, there are new developments taking place, of course, in the cryptocurrency space. Something that we're gonna be looking into deeper as we go along. But for now, since the show has been going for so long, and then I just wanna jump into some of the news that we're going to be discussing in the future. Now, this is what's happening now going forward. Now, government or central banks are creating their new cryptocurrencies as well. Okay, why the Fed hates the cryptocurrencies and especially stable coins. Stable coins, obviously, they don't own stable coins like the Tether. They don't own cryptocurrencies as well because they don't also have control over it because it's a decentralized concept. But they have come up with new concept. Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell has been testifying on Capitol Hill this week, and it's pretty clear that he is not a fan of digital coins and especially stable coins. During a 2-day congressional hearing, the Fed chief said the main incentive for the US to launch its own central bank digital currency. Now, this is extremely important. This is when the government takes the blockchain protocols or cryptocurrency protocols and uses it for the benefit of the central banks. Okay, let me read on. The Fed chief said the main incentive for the US is to launch its own central bank digital currency, or CBDC in short, or central bank digital currency, which will be using cryptocurrency protocols like peer-to-peer and blockchain technology and so forth. Would be to eliminate the use case for crypto coins in America. So now they're saying you wouldn't need stable coins, you wouldn't need cryptocurrency if you had a digital US currency. Now, this is something big because these are things that are going to be initiated around about this year. Also, here in our own home country as well, news that came out about central banks invoking their energies to the cryptocurrency. Reserve Bank here in South Africa mules creation for digital rand. Okay, so this was last year, and then they wanted. And then they said this year they're gonna be doing it. Okay, SA Reserve Bank confirmed on Tuesday that its research into launching a digital rand should be completed next year, which is this year already. And then last month, China launched its own digital currency, while the US is also probing the possibility, as we just read. Digital currencies are backed by the central bank and can be used to pay for goods and services directly, bypassing the retail banks as well.
All
So
right.
this is the fight. Yes, this is the fight that we're gonna be looking into as well as
But
a research analyst.
look, looking at this information,
Mm,
um, when these states or regions, countries
yes.
launch their own digital currencies,
Mm,
obviously they are not using blockchain. They launch it outside blockchain so that they can have control of that currency, so that
mm,
they can actually manipulate that digital currency, um, so that they can, at any time, if they want to change some numbers or some systems around
mm,
that
mm,
digital
mm,
currency, they can do so
mm,
without any problems.
mm,
Now, the thing is, they are trying to run away from blockchain qualities, because one of the blockchain qualities is that it's not corruptible and
mm,
it cannot be changed. It's
yes.
transparent. So obvious, these states, remember, the world order, the world system, capitalists, they do not want to lose control of this world. They want to keep on clinging, onto these systems that control the whole universe, the human
Mm.
beings. So they wouldn't really give in to such systems whereby they give power to the people. They get everyone, to have that transparency. What's your point?
They may even impose it. way before we could even have our own independent way of dealing with our own finance. Because if you think about it, the cryptocurrency right now, as we speak, it does take away power, a lot of power out of the central banks and a lot of power out of the bank, out of the government. So this is their counter attack. They knew about the cryptocurrencies and they are evolving. They knew them. These are educated people. These are highly educated people, professionals. They know exactly what to do and they know how to do it. And we as people, we can say as much as we want to say, because at the end of the day, they are the ones who are gonna implement the law. Because the same way that they have implemented the law that we must all get vaccinated, and the same way that we implemented the law, we must all wear masks and all that. This will come to a time where all people will be also be somehow forced, to engage with this central bank cryptocurrencies, or central banks backed cryptocurrencies for their favor. Like you say now, blockchain technology is a public ledger, or a publicly distributed ledger, where everyone is able to see and has the access for it. But now, how will their system work? Will it work the same way as the Bitcoin does? So it will be a matter of trust at the end of the day, because if, like you say, they won't use the system of the blockchain technology, people are not going to go back to a system where there is mistrust. And when there is mistrust, people will obviously be pushed to continue with the tradition of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies as we see it right now, and using other coins that are trustworthy for them to buy and sell goods at their most safest way. So it will be a
Look,
very interesting time.
look, I understand. I hear what you're saying. That um, they are the, system developers, the lawmakers, the capitalists. They hold everyone in ransom. They have all the systems. They create all the rules all around the world. But of course, looking at it, it's gonna be a war. It's actually a brewing war that's happening. Um, Look, the crypto space, the crypto community is aggressively growing every day because of the freedom that comes with the blockchain and cryptocurrencies. And these guys, of course, they're trying by all means to shut down crypto. But at this point in time, it's reaching a point whereby it will be difficult for them to control it or to shut it
Yeah,
down as much as they want. Of course, they will impose some laws, rules there and there. At the end of the day, it's a majority vote. We are talking of human beings. The world, as much as these capitalists are still there ruling, but there is a growing trend of freedom, people having freedom to do as they want. Gone are those days when dictatorship used to be the order of the day, whereby if someone says this and then it goes. People now have got more freedom. They can vote. People can have a bit of choices. They can have choices of what they want. And at this point in time, looking at how the crypto community is growing, it looks like it's a very, very, very. They are facing a tsunami. The banking system is facing a big tsunami from the crypto community.
yeah. Hence, yes, of course. Hence, it's this is a very interesting time. So we'll see at the time going forward how this will develop. Obviously, Empire Crypto TV will be here discussing it, talking about it as it develops. How will it suit the future? Will it be the same as the cryptocurrencies as we see today, stable coins? What's going to happen to the Tether itself? Do the developers of Tether are willing to stay on the project? And other stable coins that are out there as well in Europe, in China, because Chinese government has already given in to the idea of cryptocurrencies long before, and then now South Africa coming in. most certainly the rest of the world will come in with their governmental power. So it will be the government maybe versus the people at the end of the day.
All right, Christoph, thank you so much, everyone who came through to listen and watch this live broadcast. We appreciate your presence. And of course, we are live again tomorrow. Do not make that mistake of disappearing. Just be with us again tomorrow and let's discuss this cryptocurrency, blockchain. You need to understand it fully from the beginning to the end so that you can execute and make money, make more profits from this market. At the end of the day, is about knowledge and profits. Knowledge and profits. Knowledge breeds profit. If you don't have that knowledge, it's going to be very much difficult for you to make some profits. So first start with the knowledge, and then the profits will start coming, will start happening. So thank you so much. What are your last words, Stony?
No, my last words is good night, and we'll be seeing tomorrow, like you said, and continue researching, continue looking for information, searching for the truth is what will set you free in this industry.
Powerful point there. Search for the truth, and the truth will set you free.
Free.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Good night. Meet
Sharp.
you again tomorrow. Super.